Good afternoon, Slider Squires, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm going to be using this Gemini black, white, and pink set from Chessex Dice. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 6, sourdough. The triumphant return of sourdough, the bread that is a little too big for my toaster. We've never let that stop us before, and we're not going to today. We'll get a couple of slices toasted up here using our toast bread cantrip. And there we go, 2 toasted slices ready to be filled with sandwich fillings. Let's roll for our main. 11, roll twice. All right, rolling for 2 mains. 6, Asiago and spinach chicken sausage. And 10, ham. These are some tasty brat-style sausages filled with Asiago cheese and spinach. Let's go ahead and get them on the stove here. And there we go. A little brown on them, ready to go in our sandwich. These are pretty tasty, nice and savory. Shouldn't clash with the ham at all. Not a bad start to our sandwich. We've got some off-the-bone deli ham slices today. Probably the most natural, least processed cut of deli ham you can get. And they should serve us well. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 5, cheddar. Well, I seem to be out of sliced cheddar, so I guess I'm gonna have to use this shredded cheddar. It'll be a little messier, but it'll work. Let's roll for some roughage. 5 cucumber and 6 scarlet runner beans. Since we already have a potentially messy sandwich, I'm gonna go ahead and slice these cucumbers long ways so that maybe they stay on the sandwich a little better. As far as their addition to the sandwich, cucumber's good, it's nice and chill. These are scarlet runner beans. We grew them in our yard last year. When uncooked, they have this really pretty purple color. They taste like a bean, like most beans, you know. They will be a little difficult to eat on a sandwich. I'm probably gonna lose most of them in the process. Let's get wild with our wild magic roll. 12, Chinese 5-spice. Chinese 5-spice is a blend of spices that includes anise, fennel, cinnamon, cloves, and black pepper. Traditionally, each of the 5 spices are there to invoke one of each of the 5 tastes: sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and savory. This aromatic spice blend is used in traditional Chinese, Taiwanese, and Vietnamese cooking. And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 5, eel sauce. If you've ever had Japanese unagi, you've likely had this sauce. It is a thick, sweet, syrupy sauce usually used as either a drizzle or a glaze. It'll be interesting to see how it works on a sandwich, especially one like this with some more muted vegetable flavors. It should combine well with the Chinese 5-spice at least. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together. And let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section. All right, I've definitely seen worse. Well, seemingly kind of a mild start for a Monday, and I am so okay with that. There were a lot of places this could have gone wrong, especially with the double mains, but it doesn't seem to be that bad, at least on the surface. I guess we'll find out. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, this one's okay. Not terribly exciting. That eel sauce is actually a lot more subtle than I expected it to be. The beans, when actually present, are just a little savory. They don't have a whole lot going on. The sausage is definitely the standout. It's got some nice spices to it, tasty. That Asiago cheese is nice, but the other ingredients don't necessarily complement it. Kind of have like 2 halves of different sandwiches. The cucumber, Chinese 5-spice, and eel sauce all go together pretty nicely, but don't necessarily blend with the rest of it. It's definitely a randomly generated sandwich. Nothing anyone would make on purpose. I'm gonna give it a 4.7, and I'm gonna call it Beans on the Run. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.